On June 9th, 2026, Anthropic released the two most powerful AI models it had ever built, Claude Fable and Mythos. A new tier company calls Mythos class sitting above everything that came before. 3 days later, the US government ordered them shut down. Not restricted, shut down. For every user on Earth. This is the story of the first time a government forced a publicly released frontier AI models offline, and the reason why is still being argued about it right now. June 9th, Fable 5 launches to the public. Mythos 5 go to select enterprise partners. Anthropic calls them state-of-the-art across multiple benchmarks. June 12th, Anthropic receive an export control directive from the US Commerce Department. The order suspend all access to both models for any foreign national, anywhere in the world, including Anthropic own foreign national employees. Here is the problem. Anthropic can't verify the nationality of every user in real time, so the only way to comply was to disable the model for everyone. By the night of the 12th, the models were dark, API call returned not found errors, new session in Claude Code and the Claude app quietly fell back to the older Opus 4.8. To understand why the government cared, you need to understand what this model can do. Mythos 5 and Fable 5 are built on the same foundation, a model that came out of a research project called Project Glasswing. Its standout strength is cybersecurity. This thing can read a codebase, find complex security issues, and even combine multiple flows into something new. For defenders, that's incredible. Mozilla alone said it fixed hundreds of vulnerabilities using the previous version. But flip that around. The same capability that patches security holes can, in the wrong hands, find them to exploit. That's the dual-use problem at the center of this whole story. So Anthropic split it into two models. Mythos 5, the unrestricted version, locked behind a curated partner program. Fable 5, the public version, same brain but with safeguards. When it detects a high-risk request, around cyber or bio threats, it automatically reroutes the weaker Opus 4.8 instead of answering it. That safeguard is exactly what the government says got bypassed. Now, the controversial part. The government's letter didn't include any technical details, but Anthropic's understanding is that officials believed someone found a way to bypass Fable 5 safeguards. A jailbreak. According to reporting, the technique was essentially asking the model to read a specific codebase and fix any flaw it found. That's it. And here is Anthropic response, which is remarkable for a company talking about its own product. They said this is a routine cybersecurity workflow, not a meaningful bypass. They said the vulnerability it surfaced were minor and already known, and that other public models, including ones from competitors, can find the same thing. Their core argument, perfect jailbreak resistance isn't possible for any model that exists today. They said so openly at launch, and if a narrow jailbreak is enough to recall a model, that standard would shut down every frontier AI release in the industry. So you've got two readings of the same event. The government, a national security threat, Anthropic, a Tuesday afternoon for any developer. Both can't be fully right. That gap is the whole story. And this is where it gets bigger than one model, because this didn't start on 12th June. Rewind to early 2026. The Pentagon wanted Anthropic to agree to an all lawful use standard, meaning the military could use its AI for any legal purposes. Anthropic refused. Specifically, it wanted to keep two red lines: no fully autonomous weapons and no mass surveillance of Americans. The response? In March, the Pentagon designated Anthropic as a supply chain risk, a label Washington had historically reserved for foreign adversaries, like it did with Huawei. Anthropic got sued, and a federal judge sided with Anthropic, blocking the designation, writing that the government's action was, quote, likely both contrary to law and arbitrary and capricious. So when this export directive landed just 3 days after the launch, and the day after Anthropic CEO published an essay calling for more government accountability on AI, a lot of people in the industry read it not as a pure safety move, but as the next round in a fight that's really about who controls the most powerful AI and on what terms. Step back, and there are three things that make this matter far beyond Anthropic. 1. Precedent. For the first time, a government treated an AI software product like a controlled export, the way it treats advanced chip or nuclear technology. not a physical thing. A model available to the public one day, illegal to access the next. 2. Concentration risk. Any business that built on Fable 5 woke up with a dead integration overnight, no warning, no nothing. If your company depends on a single AI vendor's top model, this is a live demonstration of what that risk looks like. 3. The safety paradox. Anthropic's entire identity is built on the claim that it makes the most dangerous models and take that danger seriously. This is what happens when a company actually succeeds at that. It builds something so capable that the government decides the public can't have it. That's not a bug in the story, that might be the whole point of it. As of right now, Fable 5 and Mythos 5 are still down. Anthropic says it's complying with the order while disagreeing with it and working to restore access. The other models, Opus 4.8, Sonnet, are all running normally. So here's the real question, and I want you to take in the comment. Is this a government protecting the public from a genuinely dangerous technology, or is it using national security as a cover to pressure a company that won't play ball? Because depending on which one is true, this is either a responsible safeguard or the moment the US government decides it gets to choose which AI the rest of the world is allowed to use. If this breakdown was useful, subscribe. I'm tracking this story as it develops. I'll see you in the next one.